Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Guys, are you sure that you are following a right goal or chasing a goal that truly matters to you? What if I tell you that might be you are following a goal that is not worth to be followed, or you are just wasting your time if you are not following these principles? So, to know about the right and wrong goals or to differentiate between them, watch this video till the end. So, inshallah, you will able to differentiate between what is the right goal and what is the wrong goal and what is the difference between both of them. Inshallah. My name is Muhammad Asim and this is day 23 of 90-day English speaking challenge. And today, inshallah, we will discuss what is the right goal and what is the wrong goal, and why it's necessary and crucial to know about both of them. Otherwise, how you will able to differentiate between them? Maybe you will follow a goal that it's not truly worthy, or you will waste your precious time in something that truly not matters to doesn't matter to you. So that's why it's very important and necessary to know the difference between them. So the first thing, and that why you can differentiate between them, that what is the right goal and what is the wrong goal. The first thing and the first principle is the right goal is one which comes and which brings you closer to Allah. This is the first thing. If your goal is bringing you closer to Allah, then be sure that it is the right goal and this is the thing that I was looking for. Otherwise, on the other hand, if your goal is not bringing you closer to Allah and it's keeping you away from Allah, then be sure that this goal is not my goal. This is the wrong goal and it doesn't deserve any time or any effort. So just leave it and try to choose another goal that truly matters to you, and that goal can bring you closer to Allah. So this is the most important thing, because when we choose a goal, then the first thing that we should see that this goal is truly worth or not, this goal is worthy or not, and this goal is bring us closer to Allah or not. So this is the most important thing. The second thing, that how can you differentiate between right and wrong goals? The second thing is just see and look that your goal that you are following and chasing right now, it aligns with your biggest goal or not. Because as I told you in my previous videos, that we all of us have a ultimate and biggest goal, and our small goals should align our bigger goal. And if our goal is not aligning with our biggest and ultimate goal, our ultimate target, our main aim, then it's mean it's not the right goal, it's something else, and we should not waste our time in it. Like for instance, if you want to be a pilot, this is your ultimate goal, but right now you are following and chasing a goal like you are just selling tea in the street, or you are learning to make a good tea. So what is the thing that it will help you to grow in your industry or in your category, or it will not help you to be a pilot, it will not make you a pilot, and it will not help you. So always choose a goal that truly matters to you, and also it aligns with your ultimate goal, with your biggest aim. So it will be helpful for you, inshallah, and your time will not be wasted. Otherwise you will waste your time, and you will not able to reach at your destination, and you will not able to get your goal earlier, or maybe it will take a lot of time until you realize that I am not going through a right path, I am just making mistake, I chose a mistake. So that's why we should always choose a goal that truly aligns with our ultimate and our biggest aim, inshallah. This is the second thing. The third thing, that how can we know this goal is right or or not? So to know about that, you as a believer, as a Muslim, you should always remember that if your goal is helping you to fulfill the right of Allah, and you are it helping you to worship, it helping you to fulfill the rights of Allah, then it's mean you are at the right path, because you are doing your job, and your goal is really truly matters to you. But on the other hand, if your goal is causing to not fulfill the rights of Allah, and you are not doing your job, then it's mean this goal is not for me, this goal is not a good goal, and we should not waste our time in it. So this is the third thing. Always remember that it is helping me to fulfill my duty, to do my job, to do my duty, and it is helping me to fulfill the rights of Allah, like praying salah and performing salah and doing zikr, and make minimum the things that are necessary as a Muslim. Then we should think about it, and that's why we can differentiate between right and wrong goals. The fourth thing, always you should remember that if your goal, because as you know there are two types of rights. First of all, rights of Allah, huququllah, that's we call, and on the other hand, huququl ibad. This is the second thing. And as a believer, as a Muslim, we have to fulfill both of rights. Otherwise nobody can be a good believer if you are not fulfilling your rights of Allah and rights of human and rights of people. Then you are not a good believer, you are making mistakes, you are doing sins. So always remember this is the most important thing. And as you know, huququllah means like performing salah and doing charity and performing hajj, etc. This is the huququllah. And huququl ibad likes you should not be harmful for people, you should give their rights to them. This is the huququl ibad. So always remember that as a Muslim you have to fulfill both of rights, and after that you can be a good Muslim, a good believer. Otherwise you are making mistakes, you are doing sins, and you will be, may Allah not do this for you and with you. But if you are making mistakes, if you are doing sins, you will be punished for it, and you will have to face punishment on the day of judgment, and maybe in this dunya also. So that's why we should always think about it, that our goals should not be reason to not fulfill the job of Allah, to not fulfill the rights of Allah, and to not fulfill the rights of people and human. This is the fourth thing. Also, the five thing that how can you differentiate between right and wrong goals. Always remember that if your goal is a goal that it's we can say Islamic action or Islamic goal, like you are seeking knowledge, I mean not worldly knowledge, the knowledge of Islam, Quran and Hadith, like this. So if you are seeking this knowledge, so there is an additional thing, and you will have to follow it. There is an additional principle, and it is sincerity, intentionally. I mean, you will have to do it first of all only for Allah, because this is the right of Allah. If you are seeking knowledge of Islam, you are doing alimat and something else like this, then you should always do it only for Allah. Your aim should be seeking the pleasure of Allah, not the pleasure of people, because this is not the basic or other knowledge. This is the knowledge of Quran and Hadith, and it is the right of Allah that you should only seek this knowledge and learn it and teach it only first of all for Allah. This should be your main aim. If you are learning Islamic, if you are studying Islam, if you are learning Islamic studies, if you are seeking Islamic knowledge, this should be your first intention, a sincere intention. Always remember which we call ikhlas. So ikhlas, I mean sincere intention, should be your first priority, because this is not the common knowledge. This is Islamic knowledge, and Islamic knowledge has an additional principle that you can not learn it only except for Allah. So you should learn it and you should seek it, you should teach it only for Allah. It should be your first priority. Otherwise you will be the first person who will enter in the Jahannam. Na'uz billah, summa na'uz billah. Allahumma ajirna minan nar. Allah, please save us from the fire of Jahannam. But you will be the first person. I know, I don't mean you, I mean whoever who will do this sin, and whoever who will learn Islamic knowledge to gain fame, to be famous in people, or who will learn Islamic knowledge to seek health, wealth, and to be rich person, or to get famous in people. So if someone does it for these reasons, not for the Allah, then he will be punished on the day of judgment, and he will be the first person who will enter the Jahannam. But yeah, there is something that we should understand it, that like if you are teaching Islamic knowledge, so your first priority should be seeking the pleasure of Allah. You should aim to please Allah, not people. This should be your first priority. But with that, if you aim that you also have some wealth by it, and you will get a job and you will have some wealth by it, then ulama said that it's not problem, but it not should be your first priority. Your first priority should be seeking the pleasure of Allah and to please Allah. This should be your first priority. Seeking wealth and seeking these things should be a secondary thing. So this is the thing that we should remember and this was the fifth thing, that how can we differentiate between right goals and wrong goals. Also, there is something else. How can you differentiate between right and wrong goals? The sixth thing, that the right goal is that which is not as easy, as it doesn't have any impact, or it's not as hard as it hardly, and it's nearly impossible to achieve it. I mean, a right goal should not be as easy that as you can achieve it very easily, and it doesn't need to to make any effort in it to achieve it. And on the other hand, it should not be as hard as you can't achieve it, or it's very hard that you will not able to achieve it, it's nearly impossible. So a right goal is between them, because if your goal is very easy, like your goal is earning 5,000 rupees per month, it's very easy. Even a simple person who doesn't have any skills, he is also earning more than it. It's very easy, it's not a big deal, it's nothing. So if you are aiming it, then it's mean it's not a goal. Don't say it as a goal. And on the other hand, if your goal is very hard or nearly impossible, then what will happen? It will lead you to frustration, and it will also lead you to hopelessness. You will be hopeless because you will not able to achieve it, you will not able to get it, you will not be successful person in this field. So after that you will be hopeless. So always remember, whenever you set a goals, then try to set a goal that needs hard work, that needs some time, that needs some efforts. And after that, when you achieve it, then you will be grateful, you will be happy, and you will know the value of this destination, you will know the value of this goal, you will know the value of this target and this aim, because you worked hard for it, you worked hard for it, and also you made effort in it, and you truly wanted to make it done, you truly wanted to achieve it, to get it. So after that you will know the true meaning of this goal. So that's why this was the sixth thing, that to always have a goal, that it's not very easy and not also very hard or nearly impossible. Now the seventh thing, that how should be your goal and how to know the difference between right and wrong goal. The seventh thing, that a right goal is that which brings peace in your heart, in your mind, and you are satisfied with it, and you have no doubt that it is right or wrong. This is the true right goal, and this is what truly matters to you, but with condition. The condition is, if you are following the previous 6 principles. So after that, if you are satisfied with your goal, if it brings you peace in your heart, in your mind, and you are totally satisfied with it, then it's mean this goal is especially for you, and you are the person who can achieve it with efforts and hard works. So always remember that your goal should bring peace in your mind, in your heart, and you are finding happiness in it. Like if you are making effort in it, if you are working hard for it, then even you are tired, you are satisfied and you are happy with this tiredness, and you are satisfied with it, and you are not confused about it. So after that, it means that you are at the right path, and this is the right and true goal that truly matters to you. This is the seventh thing, that your goal is truly a right goal. And on the other hand, if you are not satisfied with it, if you are working hard and after working hard you are feeling very tired, and I mean feeling tired in yourself, and you are not satisfied with it, you are not happy with it, it is not giving you happiness, it is not bringing the peace in your mind and in your heart, then it's mean this goal is not for you. Or maybe you should consider any other goal that truly matters to you, and you are truly happy with it, and you are truly satisfied with it, and which is truly brings peace and happiness. So always remember this thing, and after that you will able to remember and know what is the true and right goal and what is the wrong goal, that you should leave it, and you should consider any other goal which is truly for you and which truly matters to you, and you should work on it, and inshallah after that you will able to get it and achieve it, and you will be successful in your field. Now after that, so these was 7 principles to know that is your goal right or wrong, or you should consider it, or you should consider any other goal and you should leave it. But before ending, let me give you a bonus tip, and this bonus tip, it's not I will not say that it's a principle and it's a benchmark to differentiate between right and wrong goals, but it will help you to make yourself better. And it is like if you are doing on something and your goal is not a Islamic goal, your goal is a worldly goal, but even if you are doing if you are aiming a worldly goal, then just aim by this goal to please Allah. Just aim by this goal to seek the pleasure of Allah. Just aim by this goal, by this worldly goal, to worship Allah. And you know what? It will convert your worldly goal to a goal which will help you to seek the pleasure of Allah, and also you will be rewarded for it inshallah, because you are aiming to please Allah, you are aiming to seek the pleasure of Allah, and it will be a good thing. Like if you are let me say, if you are doing a business, it's the most common thing. If you are doing business, so doing business is a common thing, and it's a worldly goal. Everybody is earning money, but the difference between those people who are commonly doing it and between other people, those who are doing it but also being rewarded for it inshallah, is that those people are aiming by their business to please Allah. Those people are aiming that after I will be rich, or after I will earn money, I will do charity, I will feed needy people, I will give this money for those people who are needy and who need it, and those people who are sick and they don't have money for the medicine. So it will help them inshallah. So if you are aiming this, then you are being rewarded for it, inshallah, and then it will convert your business in a ibadah, inshallah. But the thing is that you should always aim it, and you should aim to seek Allah's pleasure, and you should aim to please Allah, not please people. So it will help you, inshallah, and it is the most important thing. If you consider it, inshallah, it will truly help you. And as a Muslim, I think we all should take it, and we should all aim it, and we should all should be get benefit from this opportunity, because I think it's the opportunity, because you are doing the same thing, you are making the same efforts like as other person, but the difference between you and between them, that you are aiming and your intention is good, your aim is good, and the other people, those aim is not to please Allah, and efforts are same, but intention is different, so that's why reward also different. So I think it should be the best tip of this video, and inshallah, if you consider it, it will be a good thing for you, and maybe it will be the reason to enter Jannatul Firdaus and to enter paradise, inshallah, on the day of judgment. And may Allah make it easy for all of us, and may Allah save us from the fire of Jahannam, and may Allah help us to find our true goals that truly matter to us, and may Allah make our goals easy for us, and may Allah make easy to achieve our goals. And inshallah, this is only for today, and inshallah, meet you tomorrow with a new video with a new interesting topic. And inshallah, or also before ending, just tell me that what is your goal, and what are you going to do, and how are you doing it, and how are you achieving it. Are you doing it and you are aiming to please Allah, or you are doing it just as like others? So just tell me in the comment section. And also, if you found this video helpful, then hit the like button and comment below. And also, if you think that this video is helpful for others, then share this video to all those people who really need to know the difference between the right goals and the wrong goals. So the conclusion is, whenever you set a goal, just ask yourself that this goal is bringing me closer to Allah or not. And other question, this goal is helping me to fulfill the rights of Allah and the rights of people and mankind or not. And this goal, I am satisfied with it or not. Just ask yourself these three questions. These are most important questions. Just ask these questions for yourself, and if the answer is yes, then just have faith in Allah, put trust in Allah, and take action, and don't be confused. And inshallah, I am sure, inshallah, that you will achieve your goal and you will get success very soon, inshallah. But the condition is, just keep going, and don't stop, don't give up, don't look right and wrong, left. So just keep going and keep working hard and keep faith in Allah. Inshallah, you will reach there, inshallah, you will achieve it, and you will be successful person in your life. And inshallah, after that, you will be happy and you will be grateful for it. So this is the conclusion of my video. Meet you soon tomorrow with a new topic, inshallah. And you also, the last thing, if you have any topic that you think I should cover in my videos, so just let me know inshallah, and I will try to cover these topics in my upcoming videos inshallah. And if you found any mistake, just correct me in the comment section, and I will be thankful for you. So learn together, grow together, keep learning, and keep growing. Meet you tomorrow inshallah with a new video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.